Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Flix and Giggles. I am DJ Keo.
And I am Basil Barrington, and we are back for another film review. Today, we are going to
Mhm.
take a look at Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan Ghost War. This is available on Amazon. Right now,
Mhm.
IMDb is giving this joint a, what is it, a 5.6 or a 5.8, something like that. I can see
Yeah.
why. Just saying, I can see
That's
why.
right.
I can see why, dude.
Uh, we talked about this offline, but like, I like the Jack Ryan character. I watch all the movies that they made about Jack Ryan, Tom Clancy, Jack Ryan. I like the character. Um, Krasinski, I like him. I like all the people in this movie. All right,
Yeah.
all
Mhm.
the people in there are great. I'm a big fan of a lot of them. Um, This movie sucked, man. It was bad. And we were
But
talking about this offline,
mhm.
and I was like, "Ah, yeah," before I watched it, because you watched it before me, and I was like, "Ah, man, I like Jack Ryan. Like, let me see this thing." And then I saw it. I'm like, "God damn it, this is garbage. It's stupid." I would say this, right? The plot was contrived to a silly way that it didn't make sense. And it's not like it didn't make sense of I know why people did the things they did, right?
Mhm.
But it didn't as a spy thriller or whatever, it wasn't it's not their best work. It
No.
is not quality work. It was garbage.
Yeah.
And I watched the show too, and I watched season 1 I really liked. I liked that a lot. Season 2 was terrible, and I stopped watching at season 3. So I was like hoping that they maybe quality control pulled it back up. No, don't no, it's bad
Okay,
still.
so
It's very
so
bad.
so with the Jack Ryan franchise, they have 3 seasons and 1 movie?
It's 4 seasons in 1 movie,
4
I
seasons
think,
and 1
yeah.
movie. Okay, so let me just okay, this is my first Jack Ryan experience, right? And I'll
Yeah.
say this. Dude, this did not feel like a spy thriller at all to me. There were just some like totally ridiculously
Mhm,
goofy things that's popping off. You're in the middle of London and you have a shootout. And here's the thing about the shootout, right?
mhm.
Dude, during the shootout, like 3 or 4 times, there were still people around while people were shooting out,
Yeah,
right? People even
yeah.
ran across the deputy
They're
director,
running behind
CIA,
you, man,
and
like,
they were running
you get
across
shot
like
later.
in front of him. And I'm just like, dude, in the middle of London, you have a
And you
shootout.
know
Police
what's
get there
crazy
like
about this?
10 minutes later. What's crazy about it?
There's no carnage. Like, usually, people get shot behind them or around
Yeah.
them
Hmm.
or, car accidents or whatever, like, something that happened
Hmm.
around them, it's collateral damage. Nothing. Nobody
Nothing.
got hurt. They didn't even get dust on themselves, they just
No.
standing around watching,
And
like,
they were
it was like
unloading.
a
Yeah.
yeah, they had machine guns. They
Yep.
they just have like an AR-15s or some they're real machine guns. They're emptying their clips out there. Nobody behind them got hurt.
Yeah.
Only the bad guys got hurt, just hit, and the CIA director. It's the only people in this entire movie got hurt. Bad
And
guy, CIA director.
they were shooting at one bad guy, and he was
Yes.
behind him was like a little cafe, right? And you didn't
There was
see
a bunch
glass
of people
popping off or
behind
nothing like that, nothing.
yeah, yeah. Absurd, right? Absurd. Also, like, he's this guy. He's got miscellaneous bad guys that are all working for him. They're like, there's no cohesiveness to what they're doing. They're just there. They're just henchmen level guys. Like that didn't make any sense. It was like it felt like a TV movie, like a CBS after school
What did
special.
I
It
say?
didn't feel like a movie
What did I
movie.
say? Halle Berry's Extent was on CBS. Two
Mhm,
seasons, fabulous show. Fabulous. I don't know about Halle
mhm.
Berry, but she always gets these really great parts. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
Yeah.
yo, she just killed it in that joint. This was on CBS.
Mhm.
It's now on Netflix, right? This show here, and again, this is my first Jack Ryan experience. This show
So
felt
you
like
never watched the other movies?
never,
'Cause,
dude.
Alec Baldwin was in one, Ben Affleck was in one. It's
Never,
a big series.
never,
Really?
never.
Alright, we may have to go back and watch the original
Maybe, yeah. Mhm.
Like,
But
I think is it Hunt for Red October was the Jack Ryan? I think so. I can't remember which. I gotta look it up.
well, I mean, I saw the
But
Hunt
yeah,
for Red October. I saw that for sure. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? But like
yeah, I
the
think that
Tom
was Jack
Clancy
Ryan.
Jack Ryan franchise that's on Amazon. This is the first one I've
Yeah, this
watched.
show.
Yeah, this show here.
Okay.
And I'm just thinking, I'm like, okay, Jack Ryan doesn't seem like a spy to me, dude. He does not seem like a spy to me. He's like, he's
Yeah, the sorry, Hunt for Red October is a Jack Ryan movie.
okay, I saw that.
That's an excellent movie. That's
Yeah,
an
that was
excellent movie.
dude, I think I saw that maybe 4 or
Connery.
5 times for real. That was a dope
Yeah,
movie.
that's a great
Sean
movie.
Connery in that joint,
Yeah.
like you said, everyone else, really dope movie. It kind of you heard about like, just the German U-boat, sort of like missions they
Mhm.
had. It really felt like that. But this movie right
Yeah, it
here,
was dope.
the only thing that
Yeah.
was missing from this movie were ads every 15 minutes for real. you know, this joint
Yeah,
it felt like
it was made for
it
TV.
was made for TV, dude. And again, Jack Ryan to me, he is not spy like.
Mhm.
And here's the other thing, and I said this to you offline. Dude, Amazon is doing the CIA straight dirty. So in the
That
Citadel,
was uncalled for.
dude, in the Citadel,
Yeah, yeah.
like they broke into the CIA headquarters in Rome. In Jack Ryan Ghost War,
Mhm.
the deputy CIA director was killed. And then what happens is I'm sorry, the director, the
The
CIA director got
director
killed.
got
And then the
yeah.
deputy director of the CIA, he went chasing after the bad guy in London.
Aren't you? They would never let him do that.
Come
If you're
on.
a director, first
Stun
of all,
gun.
you'd be surrounded by
You know
people,
what I'm
first of
saying?
all. You try and get in a car and drive off, they'll be like, "What the hell are you doing, bro? Like, go back to the
The
hotel. We're leaving here
dumbest
tomorrow."
thing
That's no
ever.
way.
And then
It's absurd.
you roll up. The car chase was pretty
Mhm.
cool. You roll up,
Yeah, it's alright.
and
Yeah.
then you're in London because this was shot all in London. You're in London, and you have a shootout where, I mean, this is a 10-15 minute shootout. No cops
Mhm.
pull up until they get away.
London's a world class city, man. We do, when you watch action movies and stuff like that, especially American action movies, there's shootouts all the time, yada yada yada. That's not real life. Real
And
life, if there's something crazy like that happen, police would be down there in a second. Like
and
that's real life.
and you know what else is weird? Like, and you say this all the time, right? Like when we watch these really great films that are shot in like Europe or London or something like that, and you're just like, these places, they just look better, right?
It looks
But
better.
they look better. But the way they sort of shot Jack Ryan Ghost War, it felt like
Mm,
a CBS movie. I mean, it was light, it was
yeah,
lit up, the whole nine. It was just like, it was bright, it was airy, everything was cool. Everyone was, walking around, this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, no, this
it
did
wasn't
not feel
gritty
like,
because
yeah, no,
I think spies are more gritty.
yeah,
But here's the thing, like, Jack Ryan is an analyst. He's not really a CIA type person. He's an analyst that gets called in to go do some stuff, and
oh,
he solves riddles and whatever. He figures out
okay,
who the person is, but that's his job, is just being an analyst.
okay,
This is not it wasn't a quality movie because it look was something was off. Like, say like, it's got that little something was off.
everything
It
was
felt
off with
weird
this joint,
watching it. It just didn't feel because like they would go to Jack for like, hey, here's a warehouse full of papers. You need to go through that and figure out where the bad guy's bank account is. That's Jack Ryan would be doing that kind of stuff,
okay.
right?
So
Like,
if he's
but
doing
like
that, so he's an analyst, right? You're giving him a gun.
he's an analyst.
You're
Yeah.
putting him out there like in missions, to like possibly get killed or hurt. He's an analyst. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And I get it because, what was that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he was like an analyst, but he was really like the top, spy and whatnot. I
Was it
forget that
True
joint.
Lies?
True Lies or something like
True
that.
Lies?
So yeah, he
Yeah.
was an analyst like at some like company or something like that. And then when they needed him, he pulled up. But he was a true killer, you know what I'm saying? And he was undercover
Yeah.
the whole time.
Jack Ryan's not a killer. He's an analyst, right? He's
Okay,
put
so
in bad situations.
Right. So, okay, he's an
That's funny.
analyst, and the title of this film
Mm,
is Jack Ryan Ghost War. You got war in the title. This guy's an analyst. He's walking around doing analytical things, and now he has a gun.
yeah.
He's doing all this spy stuff, the CIA stuff. It just did not feel
Mhm,
real. And here's the other thing. We just finished watching and we reviewed Citadel season 2. You mean to
mhm,
tell me that Amazon put this like thing out after, or at least during the same time, is Jack Ryan? So you have Jack Ryan in Citadel season 2. Citadel is
yeah.
a true spy joint. These aren't analysts, these are killers, right? So you have
Mhm.
that, and then you have the analyst and Jack Ryan, and it's just like, what are you doing? Are you cannibalizing? They're cannibalizing themselves. They're like, okay, we have
I
two spy joints. No, they don't have two spy joints. They have Citadel, which is a true spy joint. I don't know what I just
mhm.
watched. It definitely wasn't a spy thriller at all, for real.
The I listen, I gotta stick up for Jack Ryan here. Jack Ryan's not a bum, man. He's done really good movies and then the okay TV show. He's not a bum. But
Mm,
I don't know what this was. This was because John wrote the movie. He starred in it and wrote the movie and produced it. And it didn't feel like an action movie where you got
dude,
ghost in the title.
yeah.
It didn't feel good at all. Like it felt subpar. um it wasn't interesting, like, I love this kind of stuff, and like I was following along and I got what's going on with the story, but I just didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like normally you watch this thing and like we have these guys in this group in whatever doing terror or whatever in another country. I'm like, oh, what's going on here? This thing, I was just like, oh, that's great. Oh, you gotta get us files. Okay, that's great. Like, just hurry up, man. I got stuff I gotta do at 4. Like, that's why I was watching this movie. Like, I got things to do later on. Hurry up to get this thing over with. I just didn't. It wasn't enjoyable. Jokes were kind of super lame. They were dumb jokes, and
It's a
like the
spy
tone was
thriller and
just
we got jokes.
the tone was
Come on.
terrible. It was like a comedy, lighthearted comedy action spy thriller thing, but not really. And like like the violence wasn't really there. It wasn't, there's no real suspense. Like I wasn't worried. Oh no, Jack's gonna get killed or Greer's gonna get killed. No, I wasn't worried about any of these people.
Yeah.
I was good. Sienna Miller, she got shot. I was like, oh, that's all right. She'll be
Mhm.
okay. And I was right at the
Put
end.
some
This is good.
Robitussin
She's gonna
on
be
it.
all right.
You know what
This
I'm
one,
saying?
this, they put a band-aid on her. She's smoking a cigarette outside. Like, bro, what the hell is this? If she was at the hospital, like, oh, okay, all right, it's real serious. No,
Yeah.
no, they were like, we could care less about what you think about all this stuff. Everybody's fine, like a TV show, and
Right.
that's what it was. It was a movie, TV show,
Right.
and I'm sorry, man.
It was just
The thing
missing
that burns me the
abs.
most about this is
What's that?
I like all the people involved. Everybody
Okay.
involved, I'm a fan of. I
Okay.
don't understand.
But check this out. Some actors just aren't
Mhm.
great doing other things, right? So this guy, Jack Ryan, what's his last name? Krasinski or something like that.
Krasinski?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he came from The Office. So he did
Mhm.
sitcoms, right? And so now here you are trying to mix a little bit of slapstick into a spy thriller. And again, this is my first Jack Ryan experience. And
Mhm.
if this is what, I have to expect if I go back and watch all the other Jack Ryan stuff on Amazon, I'm not feeling it, dude, for real. He like some people
Jack's
need to
got bangers, man. That's what I'm saying. He's got banger movies.
well, you know what?
I don't understand.
Here's the thing. Okay, as a music producer, if you started making bangers, right? You're like,
Mhm.
dude, like I gotta like little space here. I can make some more bangers. At least I feel like I can, pop out at least 4 or 5 more bangers. There should not be any sort of like, slowdown in how exciting this franchise is. Season ones, season twos are
Yeah,
generally
yeah.
snoozers, 3, 4, whatever, a movie is just like, no, like, listen, to me, it felt like, okay, maybe this guy should have stayed in the slapstick, sitcom lane. Again, this is just
I
one
got
off
I
for
got
me.
I
This
gotta
is a
stick up for John here. John's not a bum. I don't know what this is though. Like,
dude. This
look,
movie made him
did
a
you watch
bum.
The Sum of All Fears?
The
Did you
who?
watch Sum of All Fears? That's, Ben Affleck,
That was
Jack
dope
Ryan
with
movie.
Ben Affleck, and who was the other guy? Was Morgan Freeman. Yeah,
Morgan Freeman, yeah.
Morgan
Yeah,
Freeman. Yeah,
see? That
that
was
was
a
dope.
banger. That
That
was
was
dope. It was
dope.
in Baltimore. That was a
Yeah,
great movie.
that was dope. Listen,
The,
I'm talking about the Jack Ryan series franchise on
the
Amazon.
series. I got stick up for John Krasinski, all right, because he's done good work. Some Quiet Place is amazing. A
Yeah.
phenomenal movie. I don't know what this is. This was
Well,
garbage, all right?
well, what you're saying, you know, what you're saying, he's done good work. Let's
Yeah,
concentrate
he's
on
done good work.
the Jack Ryan franchise. You said season 2 was
Mhm.
a snoozer. You started watching season 3, and you were like, ah, what about season 4? Have you seen season 4?
No, I didn't watch season 3 or 4. I started 3 and I got busy. I had stuff to do.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. His other body of work could be good. The Office was really dope. You know, A Hunt for Red October. You know, I mean the whole nine, right? But again, what I
Mhm.
saw here, you know, just a few days ago, I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I was like, I thought I had to like go rewatch, you know, Citadel season 2 just to wash myself off of like this like ridiculousness of a spy thriller show, Jack Ryan Ghost Wars. You know, this joint was no, this wasn't banging. This didn't hit on any cylinders, man. I'm telling you, you're driving through London.
Yeah.
You're having a shootout in London, a major city, a major world
Mhm.
city, and you're having a shootout. No one appears, no police officers, no, you know, no
It's like a
MI6,
casual
whatever.
day.
Yeah, come on, it's just like crazy. And then
It is
the only thing
God.
that like he did, like you say, he's an analyst. He's good at like really just like you know, putting puzzles together, right? Basically, right?
Mm.
And so
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did that.
that's the thing. It's
Yeah,
good that.
he did that, and I'm like, okay, you know, they send him over to you know Dubai. You got that
Mhm.
going on. I'm just like, okay, what's up here? Why is this happening? Why is the deputy director CIA like chasing after the
Mhm.
bad guy in a car in London? Then he pulls up on the guy. He has him dead to right, and he doesn't shoot him. And I think he doesn't shoot him is because of this. And I said this right.
Yeah.
I think that spies, you know, they have relationships. They know who the other spies are, right? And sometimes they have to work together to actually take down another bad guy, right? So I'm not
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
sure if
yeah.
he really wanted to shoot him. And then remember, he did meet him, and he was just like, "Yo," he pulled up. They all know what it is. It's like, dude, you're not going to pull up on another spy in open space and shoot him. There's someone on a rooftop, a sniper, ready to take you out, right?
Mhm.
And they had a sniper on the
Yeah.
rooftop, right? I'm surprised the CIA, check this out. So, and this is how dumb it was. So, you know, the deputy director pulls up on Crown. Crown has
Mhm.
a sniper up on like the dome. You know, he's high up. CIA didn't have a sniper. MI6 didn't have a sniper,
He
right?
didn't secure the area. He just walked out of his car. Like you just watched your boss get blown up, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go chase this guy down. I don't
Yeah,
have any backup. The analyst guy and that girl that's from the MI6 or whatever, she's hanging
yeah.
out.
It didn't
You have
make
no
any
backup. You have
sense.
no, how? Okay,
Come
because
on.
I know for a fact America has agents and CIA stuff in England. I know that for a fact.
They have
Right?
agents all over the
There's
world. If
nobody in
they
the
need to
office.
activate someone in Switzerland, they can do it. If they need to act, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? For
it's
real.
not a joke. CIA is not a joke. You couldn't call nobody up and be like, "Hey, come down here, sweep this area. We're gonna meet this dude at 2 o'clock." You can do that. It don't make any sense. I just the the plot holes and the silliness of the plot and everything like that, and just
Yeah.
like the ridiculousness of this agency in this movie is embarrassing, man. I
Embarrassing,
gotta
dude.
be honest. And that's how I felt about season 2. I felt like, "Oh, this is dumb. What are we doing?" Because he did a the show was in South America. Like it was
Okay.
like a fake Colombia. They did it down in a country
So
like
so
that.
it's
But it
basically
wasn't
in
Colombia, I don't think.
Southwest Washington, DC, basically. They shot it, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
check this
Everyone
out.
speaking
You
Spanish. Like
right.
it was like one of those kind of things, but it just wasn't good.
So check this out.
I'm just
Season
thinking back.
two,
Like, did you hold on? Did
what's
you
up?
watch the Harrison Ford, Jack Ryan movies, Clear Present Danger, Patriot Games?
Yeah.
Did you watch those?
Oh
They came out in the
dude, I
90s.
saw both of those in the theater.
Okay.
Yeah, they were
So
dope.
that's what I'm saying. You're familiar with the Jack Ryan character. You're
Listen,
familiar
dude.
with it. You've seen
I
all this
know
stuff.
I am completely from. Well, I didn't know those were Jack Ryan people, but right now we are talking about Jack Ryan,
Yeah.
the franchise on Amazon. When does season 2 come out?
Uh, maybe
Excuse me,
2019, 20, around COVID is when
2019.
it came out.
So you started
Maybe 20.
watching. Okay,
I don't remember the date. It was like around then. It was around
so
then because it's been
5 or 6 years ago.
yeah, it's been a
Uh,
while.
okay, so you started watching season 2. It was like trash. You stopped watching it. Then
No, I
season
finished
3.
season 2. I was like, this is garbage.
Okay, you finished season 2. Did you
Yeah.
ever start watching season 3?
No, I saw the part of the first one, but I was busy, so I never got around to it.
And what about season
Yeah,
4?
I was yeah. I never watched season 4. I was
Okay,
like,
so dude, you're
I don't have
kind
time
of
for this.
okay. So it sounds like you're kind of done with Jack Ryan on Amazon too,
No, yeah, I would say that the John
right?
Krasinski, Jack Ryan, I'm disappointed because I'm a fan of him and I like the character. I've seen all the movies from back in the day. I've watched all the movies. And even the Ben Affleck one, I watched all of them, right? And I'm just kind of I'm indifferent to this. Maybe I don't know if this was based on a book because there's a bunch of books, right? I don't know if this was based on a book or they just redid a new thing from scratch. I don't know what it was, but it just it this was not it was not good. And the thing that pissed me off is they had all these resources. They weren't hurt for budget. They had a lot of budget, and the thing is, though, people are watching the Amazon show. They're watching the show. Like
Yeah.
this movie is like number 2 on Amazon right now
Well, the
on
budget for
Prime.
this joint was $100 million dollars.
Yeah, it looked like they spent it. They spent all
Yeah,
the money on it.
yeah,
So like that's what I'm saying. Like so everything's there. You have the budget. You have the good actors. Like okay, this is a perfect example of why this movie bothered me. There's a scene where they get these long monologues where they're yelling at each other, and then sad music came on, and they're like, "We're friends," and they walked out they're in the MI6 headquarters, whatever.
mhm,
They're arguing with each other. I'm the best for patriotism and security is first in the very like this is dumb. This dude talks like that. Nobody talks
mhm.
like that,
Not in
especially
the
somebody who works for
CIA.
the CIA.
Yeah.
You in the CIA, you gotta do stuff. You gotta go to sleep with a clear conscience of I
Mhm.
did my best. All right, is what
I
it
did
is
this for
for
America to
America,
keep
yo.
America safe. You know
Right?
what I'm saying?
That's it. It's for democracy. That's it. You gotta say that with a clear chest. Go to sleep like a baby. So doing this on we're the best for democracy. That's nonsense, all right?
Yeah.
You don't join the CIA if you gotta have these kind of debates about democracy and whatever. You join the FBI, you join the police force, whatever. You don't join CIA, you're doing dirt out in other countries, all right? That's the CIA. You're doing dirty stuff that you don't talk about. Nobody talks about. It's in a file like Blackstone, and they put that file away, and it's in the office somewhere. And no one ever talks about it or looks at it again. Never happened. That's
And
CIA.
here's the really sort of this part of the movie was also sort of slack. So
Mhm.
Crown has them. He knows their every move.
Here's
Obviously, you're
everything. Here's the goods.
right. Obviously, if he knows your every move, obviously there's a mole somewhere, right? They didn't figure that out until later on. I mean, obviously, what they were getting from the person in Dubai were just like a bunch of files, and it was kind of
Yeah.
cool how that spy sort of figured out everything where he like how he sort of hid the
Mhm.
files. They had to go to a computer that
Yeah.
wasn't connected, yada yada. That was
That was
cool, right?
cool.
You mean to tell me it took you almost like an hour in the show to figure out that, hey, you know what, we have a mole. And then when you downloaded the files, you were able to actually see that it was like a
They didn't
deputy
figure it out
chief.
until they saw it.
Right.
Clearly, somebody's helping this dude.
Right. It's just like, and they're just like, really? It's just like, come on, that's the first thing you think. That is the first thing you
Yeah.
think as a spy, probably, or the FBI is just like, wait, we're getting like our men and women are getting like hemmed up. There must be a mole, right? And then you figure
Well,
that out. You take
here's
it
the
from
funny
there.
part about it. They went to that base in England that's like a grassy knoll or wherever that thing
Yeah.
is.
Mhm. The
They went to
helicopter base.
the
Hmm.
secret base, right? Helicopter base,
Hmm.
because there's a mole. They actually talk about this thing. And then they still like the guy delivers some food package He did Uber Eats, and you were like, "Oh well, we didn't solve this riddle then." Like, right back to the whatever we're doing is business as usual
Oh,
because
boy
he
made a
didn't solve it.
delivery.
That was absurd.
But
That's absurd.
here's the screw
How
up
does this
part.
guy have? How does this guy have British satellites? How does he have
Listen,
access to British satellites?
here's
How is
here's
this
the
possible?
he's just looking at everything, right? And the sad thing about it was the Uber Eats really wasn't like any sort of excellent food choice either. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, you have an Uber Eats delivery and it's nothing from like a really like you don't have like fish and chips or something like that. It's just like
Right?
information, so I was just like, oh my goodness, this is listen, man. The only thing that was interesting about this film was I was able to sit down through the entire film and watch it, right? And that was it.
Mhm.
And it's only because,
Yeah.
am I going to say it was somewhat interesting? No, I'm not going to say that. It wasn't somewhat interesting. It didn't do it for me, dude. It
It
didn't do it
wasn't
for me.
interesting.
No,
I'm a big fan of Sienna Miller, right? I don't know what this is.
no, this
She's
wasn't
just
it,
she was
dude.
fake smoking a cigarette the whole movie. I was like, "What is
She was a
this?"
chain smoker, dude. Come on, you know what I'm saying?
She's
This
a
didn't do
chain
it for me,
smoker who
man.
doesn't bump her cigarettes. I think she put it in her mouth and the thing didn't go. I was like, "Oh, this is not real.
No,
Like,
this is
what
not
is
real, man.
happening right now? This is a
Let's wrap
stupid
this up, man.
character."
We
Yeah,
are
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan Ghost War. It's available on Amazon.
Mm.
Keo, what are you going to rate this film? Mm.
I give it a 3, all right? Now,
Ooh,
I would've
okay.
gone lower. I like everybody in this movie. I even know who the bad guy was. And he's a terrible bad guy in this movie, but
Yeah,
I even know who that actor is.
but he's a good
I like
actor.
everybody in this
Hmm.
movie. Yeah, he's a good actor. I like
Hmm.
everybody in this movie. This was a terrible ensemble movie of people that I like.
Yeah,
Horrible. Absolute I don't even know what else to say about how bad this thing is. It like as a person who watches who lives for since I've seen the first Bond movie as a little kid, I watched it with my dad. All right. And I've been a fan of spy stuff since that day. All right, ever since. I've seen almost every freaking spy movie out there. This movie was uh after school special week imitation of a spy movie.
yeah. Hmm.
Even the computer stuff was just ridiculous.
It's
Alright,
corny.
everybody does "We're hacking the thing, we're typing really quickly, we're hacking." No,
No.
that's not how you hack. That's not
Mm-mm.
how that works. And, like, just, they're getting to the server, like, everything's absurd. Everything's silly, absurd. That's not how any of this works. And I know for a fact the CIA director would not be allowed to be in a helicopter shooting up another country's building.
No, come
That
on.
would never happen.
Come on.
Not on anybody's watch that would happen. The actual CIA director is in a helicopter shooting up a building in another sovereign country. Absurd. And everybody's just like, just pull these bodies. This is we're in it was United Arab Emirates,
Y-
UAE. That's where
Yeah, they
this
went
thing
in Dubai.
happened,
Yeah,
right?
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
So these guys had a shootout in a United Arab Emirates, and there's no we gotta have diplomacy thing after this happened. No, everybody's just like, all right, see you guys later. Like absurd. There's no way.
People
There is
falling
no
out of
way.
windows. Come on.
Real
Crazy.
absurd. All right, that I give it a 3 because it's ridiculous. This movie's ridiculously terrible.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I can't give it a 1 because nothing was as worse as Cosmic Sin.
No, it's a
I
record.
can't give it a 2 because nothing was as worse as Jupiter's Legacy or whatever that joint is called.
That's good.
So I'm going to give it
That's
a
good.
3 as well. So if Jack Ryan if he's an analyst, if he's a super analyst, remember in the Citadel, the first season, how they were just in this room of computers and they had access to anything that was analog. They can like take a plane down in midair. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They can shut down all the hospitals, shut down all the air conditioners in the world, stuff like that, right? If you're gonna say Jack Ryan is not a spy, he's an analyst, then you have to give him super duper cool stuff to do as an analyst. Breaking codes, hacking into stuff, crazy hacks we've never
Yes.
seen before on television. Like, and again, this is my first Jack Ryan experience. And I'm not feeling this Jack Ryan, because a spy thriller,
Mhm.
I don't know. This wasn't a spy thriller. This was a CBS, Saturday evening movie. And the only thing that was missing was ads. So there you have it. Both Keo and I gave it a 3. We are talking about
Mm.
Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan's Ghost War. It's available on Amazon. Go check it out if you want to. Well, there you have it. Thanks for checking out another episode of Flix and Giggles. I am Basil Barrington.
I am DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.
All right.